Okay, let's look at another the late Robin Williams film, Awakenings, came out in 1990, directed by Penny Marshall. And Williams plays the part of Dr. Malcolm Sayer. Now, he's actually sort of on screen depicting the real life story of Dr. Oliver Sacks. Now, what did Oliver Sacks do? Well, Oliver Sacks studied medicine as a doctor and sought to bring a medication to a group of people who were kind of part of an encephalitis epidemic. So they're in a ward where these people have been for some of them many years in a catatonic state. And Dr. Malcolm Sayer, the character played by Williams, is seeking to find a drug to bring them out of that trance, that catatonic state. His patient, one of them anyway, is the one and only Robert De Niro. And Robert De Niro does, with the introduction of this drug through Dr. Sayer, come alive again, becomes aware of what's going on, becomes sensitive, begins to live his life. And as this drug is continually pumped into his system, he continues to thrive a normal life, only to revert back again. And is this Awakenings, it's really thought-provoking to say, you know, if you were checked out for a while, if you did lack the capacity to live your life and be sensitive to your surroundings, what exactly would you do after you woke up years later, and how would you assimilate life, and how would you look and understand and perceive what is going on around you? Well, that's part of what Awakenings is about, and Robin Williams does an incredible job in this movie. I think if in any character you put a beard on him, he becomes a different person, becomes a different character altogether. He takes on a different note of integrity and reflection and knowledge and wisdom. And that's what his character does in this movie. But what's the life point? What do we get from this movie? Here's what I got from the movie. The life point is this. C.S. Lewis, you know, the great author C.S. Lewis, preached a sermon in Oxford, England one time, in the church right there off of Main Street. It's called The Weight of the Glory. And in this sermon, he references something I find fascinating. He says that culture itself is entranced. That is to say, culture is so mesmerized or entranced either with itself or something outside of it that it no longer is sensitive to the things that matter most. I see that sometimes. I see culture so checked out, almost to a spiritually catatonic state, where they cannot see what it is they need the most from a spiritual standpoint, oblivious. C.S. Lewis says that what that entranced culture needs is a wake-up call, a shock to break that trance. And he says that trance can be broken by the gospel of Christ. So maybe you're in this spiritually catatonic state. You're living your life but oblivious maybe to the greatest need that you may have, the need for redemption or forgiveness or love or purpose or meaning, all found in this relationship with this person of Christ of which we speak on this website. Have you been desensitized, my friend, to the things that perhaps matter most? Go back and look at this movie, Awakenings. Now, if Christ was introduced to your life, how would you assimilate him in? How would you perceive the world around you? How would things begin to be reprioritized? And how would you be grateful for what it is you have? What things would you let go of, and what things would you want more? Because when he's introduced into a person's life, the trance is lifted, and eyes can see and ears can perceive what he's been saying the whole entire time. Awakenings, for me anyway, of course I'm in ministry, but for me anyway, is a way of breaking that spell. And when that spell comes over you and you can't see what it is you need most, it's time. It's time for a wake-up drug, and that drug sometimes I think is the gospel. It has a powerful feel about it. When it comes and enters your life, it breaks that spell and we can see again. Anyway, Awakenings, Robin Williams, the late Robin Williams, fantastic movie, 1990.